And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
So we're very much on the way now. Takes a shot! Couldn't squeeze it through. He's going for goal! Well, there's the clearance. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gonzalo Ramos. Shot at goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Monaco finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Monaco are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pogba. No way through, so back it comes. Gonzalo Ramos might just make this. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Threads one in. Picked out, shapes to shoot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Gonzalo Ramos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper now.
Diatta, driving forward.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Diatta. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tries to pass it, and he shoots! It's a goal! Monaco are level. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, what a mistake! Adingra. Now he's got space here. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Mayulu. Barcola just eases him off the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Balogun. Bruna has found the net here, of course. Hakimi. That's a sharp pass. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Balogun actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Barcola has created one goal already. Ouattara kept his eye on it, and he's there. Balogun. The final seconds now. Zaire Emery calmly anticipates. Gonzalo Ramos. Nicely worked. Oh, that was vital. Adingra. Now it's Balogun. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Monaco really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running.
Monaco clearly have been the better side here.
And the shot! That's another chance! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Lee Kang-in, in with the challenge. And it's made its way to him. Pogba. Diatta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hakimi does really well to win the ball there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Diatta. Monaco needing a change of fortune here. Barcola. Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. Adingra. And it's Pogba. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Balogun being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Gonzalo Ramos is onto it in a flash. Lee Kang-in finding himself in space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Diatta. Bruna. Shifted it to the flank. Adingra. And it's Pogba. Here's Zakaria. He's on it, can he get away? And the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Camara.
Le numéro 10.
That is lovely.
Le numéro 14. Le numéro 44. Le numéro 15. Attention, changement.
Monaco really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Searching pass he's played there.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Golovin. Chance! He will be livid with himself.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Le numéro 31.
Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he welcomes it in. Gonzalo Ramos going after that. Now it's Ansu Fati. And he's cut it out.
Monaco really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's had it taken off him. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Ansu Fati. Ouattara spots it and intercepts. That is good alertness. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gonzalo Ramos. Kamara. Ansu Fati. Well timed, excellent interception. And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge.
Gonzalo Ramos! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Can he spark a counter here? Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He's not got that quite right. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Lucas Hernandez seems to have been around forever. He's so versatile, and I like the fact that in an age when fullbacks are all about attack, this guy knows how to defend. That's his priority, and he sticks to that.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Lee Kang-in. Searching pass he's played there. Caught offside that time. Zaire Emery. And here's Ramos. Passes short and sharp. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
This is a promising build-up. Pogba. Now it's Balogun. Balogun makes a dash for it. Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's a lovely, neat pass. Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pogba. Now it's Balogun, and he's got away from him. Chance for a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Monaco really have stepped it up now. Another go, believe me on that.
In once more. Cleared without hesitation. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lee Kang-in. And it's Diatta. Oh, can he get onto this? Pogba. Half an hour played now. Now it's Balogun. Fabian Ruiz.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bruna. Adingra. Picked out brilliant. Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Towering header! Goal! Monaco! And Monaco take the lead. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Monaco have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Can he finish? 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. That's been cut out, well played. He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! And he's stuck it away. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is
Pogba! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, that's delightful. He's picked his way through. A corner it is then, and this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, well played, well played. Fabian Ruiz is the guilty party there, and he has shown him a yellow card. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
He leaps for it! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Balogun wins the duel this time. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Lee Kang-in. He's found space here. Hakimi. Adingra. It's a searching pass. And he welcomes it in. That's put paid to the danger. Pogba is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Quality ball. And that's a dangerous ball. Balogun. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Zakaria does really well to win the ball there. Adingra. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well read, nice interception. Mayulu, nicely spread. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Mayulu, oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Zaire Emery calmly anticipates. So we've reached the hour mark. And he plays one through. Goes for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
He's having a shot! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Monaco are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Golovin. Balogun being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Ramos. That's a cute ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more.
But pour l'équipe du Paris
The
Saint-Germain.
invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was forward. I think the manager's claiming an assist.
Shot a goal! And it's come back out to him.
This has to be a spell of no fear. They can't leave anything out there.
Numéro 8. À sa place, le numéro 15. Attention, changement.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Hakimi going after that. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now the breakaway. Kamara. Now it's Minamino. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Pinches it off him. Kamara. Now it's Minamino. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Monaco are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick.
And he shoots! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking
But pour
for.
l'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Le numéro 29.
Paris Saint-Germain have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter...
Takes a shot! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And what a climax we have here! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Monaco give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Keira. Lipombe. And he has been fouled there. And that's going to be a booking. Looking to pass. Shapes to shoot! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. They have stolen level at the last.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation. And he was never...
90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. So our quest to find the winner continues. Monaco displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Bullish header! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Monaco with the lead. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through.
That's going in strongly.
Short changes him with that pass. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Minamino to Ansu Fati. Good running, strong and purposeful. Ansu Fati. Oh, this is it. He's had a shot! Goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that really is so impressive.
Le numéro 31.
And yes, it's him again. Monaco now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
Real chance! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So now the difference is 3.
Temps additionnel,
Kamara.
1 minute.
That is good progress on the left. Well seen, saw that coming. He's got away. He's free, he had chance! And that is a truly out... And we're halfway through extra time. So was this when the game was won? Logic and experience would certainly suggest that, but who knows what the game still has to offer. And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Oh, great leap! And it's in! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So could they be onto something here? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Knocks it into space. Steaming, and the shot! It's a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Biarritz. Looking for options for movement.
Gonzalo Ramos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Libombe. Ansu Fati.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a shade optimistic. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be... Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Batasagi cuts out the pass. Rice. And here's Havertz. He's in a great position here. Gabriel Jesus! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now it's Modric. And this is Rabiot. There's the header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So we're still where we started right now. And he's managed to get free. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's lost his real chance! It's hit the upright. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Norgard. Gabriel Jesus. And here's Eze. And here's Saka. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Loftus-Cheek.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Modric. Here's Rafael Leao. Just eases him off the ball. Calafiori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Picked out brilliantly. Eze! Eze! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rabiot clears it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Plays a sharp little ball here. Nkunku. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Havertz, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half an hour played now. Eze.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rice. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Rafael Leao. Eze. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Nkunku. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Now it's Saka. Stood up well to him there. Saka unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
He's on it. Can he get away? Lovely feet. Pinches it off him. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Modric! No, just not quite. Defending was strong and firm. Gabriel Jesus. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Lobbed in behind. That's been cut out, well played. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Still just a single goal between the sides. Timber providing an outlet on that flank. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's... tries a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that. Rafael Leao.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Rice. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18.
Great chance here from position A1.
Numero 11.
This the perfect chance. Modric! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now, can they get him away? Arsenal have it back and can go again. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Now it's Rafael Leao. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Rabiot has been caught there, it's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Loftus-Cheek is behind this one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion. Loftus-Cheek!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Rafael Leao. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. The pass has gone astray. And it's been played through. And he shoots! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Gabriel Jesus was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Tries to get it clear. He's having a shot! Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27.
So we have movement on both benches. A couple of changes here, and interesting ones.
Well, I think the focus is very much on protecting this lead now, Peter, so it seems to be the right decision.
Milan have their lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles. but he's got a big decision to...
There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Rafael Leao. This looks promising.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock.
Can he finish? Perfection from Pulisic! About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan have surely won it, or so you would think. Decent chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, what a skill set he has. He's just ghosted past a couple of defenders.
Oh, that's a key interception. And Pulisic. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And time is up. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a...